We love these subs! Subs are $1 off when you bring in a coupon. All things to eat, oil changes. Home only rise up for $8. Any coupon box. Beware of paper cuts. The Quiznos subs.
Quiznos. Toasty.
Welcome to Speak Geek, your weekly video game podcast. This is Bane.
I'm George. Coach.
Oh, this is Batman.
I guess this is
Batman.
Batman.
No.
How's it going,
Nothing
guys? How's it
crazy.
going?
Can I
How's it
be
going? I'm
Talia?
back. I'm back.
Oh,
You
my
missed
God.
it.
Talia Al Ghul.
Oh man, can I be Talia?
Hey,
Yes.
wait, can I start with Batman news? I read the new Batman Incorporated today. Damian Wayne is dead as of today.
What?
Rest in peace.
Why?
Spoilers.
Oh wait. Hey, today he spoiled something to
Yeah,
the
it's
listeners.
spoilers.
Today he spoiled it. All right. Should we get everything rolling here, guys? Get the ball rolling.
Let's.
Let's do this. All right. Tomb Raider, the new release, is doing really well for any Tomb Raider fans.
I didn't even know it was out yet.
Yeah. Well, it's not out. It comes out, I think, next Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
All the early,
Tuesday?
all the early reviews are out though.
What? So you mean reviews or pre-orders?
Reviews.
Okay.
Like IGN has theirs up. They gave it a 9.
Oh, so
9
as
1.
long as that
Embargo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I guess that everyone's saying that the multiplayer is terrible.
Really?
I didn't even know they had multiplayer.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
I've
wait,
been
yeah,
hearing.
it
Yeah, they were like all the websites are like, don't even bother. Like this multiplayer probably won't be played in the next month. Like they're just like, don't bother. They're like, it's not fluid, it's not fun, and they're like, especially from the amazing single player experience you have to the multiplayer, it just feels extremely tacked on. Like it's just it's not good.
Oh, that's too bad.
So all the people
But
are
at
like,
least it's doing well, right?
oh yeah, they said the story in the single player. They're like, that alone is literally worth $60. Because I didn't know this, but I guess it's open world. Do you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah,
no.
I guess so. I guess you're on an island, like that's the story. She's shipwrecked, but I thought it was a linear path on the island. No, it's a linear path on the island, so you can explore it and go around. Because then there's tombs to go explore. Do the old typical Tomb Raider thing, but yeah, it's kind of like an open world on the island.
Really?
I didn't know that. Kind of similar to his Far Cry-ish, I guess, with Uncharted elements.
All right.
So yeah, PlayStation All Stars is getting new DLC. Isaac Clarke and Zeus are being added. Anyone cares?
Yeah, I care.
I mean,
I want to play as Zeus.
that'd be pretty sweet. I was actually tempted to buy them, and of course, with them comes the new level, which is the Unfinished Swan crossed over between medieval movies. Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
So
Pretty sweet.
that's pretty exciting. That'll be coming out, I think, March 16th. They've already said it's like another 2-3 weeks. Probably, I think that's the same day as, what the heck is it called? Ascension. God of War Ascension comes out,
Oh, heck
okay.
yeah.
which is gonna be good.
It's going to be dope.
Deus Ex Human Revolution. Actually, I'm sorry, Human Defiance was trademarked today. As a pretty much a video game thing, so everyone's assuming that's going to be the sequel.
Right.
So,
I hate it when some places are all like, oh, like they just trademarked this website or something, and like, can this possibly be the new film or video game? I'm like, it's not gonna be a film. Like, be real.
I think it was Blizzard does it all the time whenever they trademark something, and excuse me, and they always like it gets released because they have the trademark. It's out there. Like when Mr. Pandaria was trademarked, and everyone's like, maybe it's a movie or something, or it's a short, even though it's like trademarked in video game / software entertainment, and they're like,
I hate that.
it's always funny to read.
It's definitely the new game. The last Deus Ex was really cool. The only problem with that game for me was every time you go assassinate somebody or something, it goes into a little
that little
cutscene.
cutscene. That's what bugged us the most at E3. Remember that?
Yeah, I hated
So-
that. But other than that, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good game. I enjoyed it. Splinter Cell Blacklist has been somewhat confirmed for the Wii U.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Exclusive?
not exclusive,
Oh,
but
no.
one of the Ubisoft developers, I guess, he put it on his LinkedIn that he is one of the engineers for Splinter Cell Blacklist on the Wii U, and of course, shortly after that was announced, like the press got a hold of it. His LinkedIn was instantly locked and re-updated to no longer include that.
Ooh.
So that pretty much gives confirmation that it's going to be on the Wii U, which isn't actually a big shocker. I honestly thought it was already announced for the Wii U. But
That makes sense for the Wii U though. That game,
Well-
especially with like sentries, controlling sentries, all the technology.
It makes
stuff
sense.
Like that.
It makes sense for Ubisoft to throw it on there. They have Assassin's Creed was on there, and that even though it came out later. So I mean, the Wii U's out now. Why wouldn't it launch on the Wii U? That didn't make sense to me because I mean it's a third-party publisher. They have no really affiliation with who they go to. So.
You know which one that came out that was supposed to come out yesterday, but was like delayed until fall.
Oh, Rayman Legends.
Rayman Legends.
That's right. Did you guys see that protest? The devs were pissed off about that one too.
Why? What happened?
Because they delayed it they delayed it so that it could come out on PS3 and Xbox 360. Well, they delayed all of them because I guess it was supposed to come out. Was it March next month?
It was supposed to come out yesterday. Rayman Legends.
Yeah,
For
yesterday.
the Wii U.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. So they delayed it actually till like August, right?
They said fall.
Oh, fall sometime. They delayed it and then they announced it shortly after that for PS4, Xbox 360, and PS3. While after they did, everyone's like, "You just did that, so you can now have a simultaneous release." And they're like, "No, we didn't. No, we didn't." Even the developers, like I think his name's Michel Ancel, but we pronounce it Michael over here in America because he's French. Michael Ancel, the creator of the game, he like got a bunch of the devs and they had a bunch of signs and they took photos and posted them on the internet. It was like, "Rayman's done. Just release the damn thing." And like calling Ubisoft out, the company that owns them, like. So that
PG.
exactly. It's not that it's a bad thing, but it's pretty shady for them to do that. I mean.
It's just a business.
It's just a business. I mean, I'm sure maybe they probably don't give a care. They're like, whatever. But
I love Rayman Legends. Like I played it on the Vita.
Mm-hmm.
It looked gorgeous.
it's really. I just love how they did the. Like I would love to play with that engine, Ubi Art engine, where it's like all just hand drawn stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's so super nice.
Yeah. And I was really looking for. This is definitely one of the games that I actually wanted to get on the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh, it's coming out. It's a perfect platformer, I think.
Yeah.
So when I totally spaced out until when I heard it yesterday.
Okay.
Guys.
Well, it looked unique because they announced it to like they were saying that you can use the hearts. I guess I don't know how they're going to set it up yet. They haven't really talked about it, but they had like stuff like Skylander stuff where you buy the little toys and you put it on the Wii U gamepad. And then it would transfer in the game. So they're like, "Oh, I need a life." So during the ad, some guy puts a heart on the gamepad, and it fills up his health. So then he can keep playing.
Tight.
And it kind of was like, so they haven't announced really how that's supposed to work, but it was a little cool thing that I saw.
Pretty
So-
good.
I didn't even know the Wii U tablet was capable of
Neither did
technology
I.
like that.
Neither did I.
Because now, like, geez, you should make one. Do you guys remember the game Scanners back in the day? It was like, it was a Tiger Electronics game where you'd scan UPC codes and you unlock monsters.
Oh yeah, that game. I wanted that
like-
game so bad.
Like
but
they should have a game like that, you know? Like I could just put like my hot Cheetos on there and I get a new character.
what do you
or
get?
something.
Cheeto Monster, Cheeto,
Yeah,
Cheetomon,
Flaming Joe, whatever.
Flaming Joe. Jeez.
That's copyrighted.
Yeah, right. All right.
That's pretty cool.
So they announced today that also, or not today, probably I think yesterday I read it. Diablo 3 won't have crossplay with the PS3. PS3 won't have crossplay with the PC for Diablo 3.
As Burnley predicted.
I think. Did you predict that?
I think so. I don't know.
I don't know. Probably,
Well,
but
He did.
that actually doesn't come out as a shock though, because they didn't release details.
Well,
but
not even that is that you won't even
how Blizzard? You don't mean
have a battle net.
Yeah.
It won't even connect to your battle net or something like that, right?
as far? I mean, I'm sure it'll be in there some way, in the sense that maybe you can connect your battle.net just to see your friends, similar to Steam, but you just can't play with them. Like, but
Why even put it in there?
well, no, because they have it on Portal 2. Well, of course that's cross-platform, but also on Counter-Strike Go, you can log into your Steam account on PS3 and you can chat with your friends through Steam on your PS3. Why? I don't know, because you don't have a keyboard.
Hey guys, I just made a sick kill. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about the extent of it.
Yeah.
Can't even see it.
So that's that. I mean, who knows what will come to fruition with that? Maybe the PS4 will, because they said only the PS3. They didn't say the PS4 is not yet.
Okay.
They just said PS3 is not cross-platform, not because then they also went on to say that it won't require an online connection, so you can play it offline as well. But you know they're gonna have the real money auction house in there somehow. That's got to be there. So,
All right.
Uncharted 3's multiplayer is officially free to play. If you guys haven't played that yet, play it.
Wait, what?
Uncharted
you mean
3's
you can buy
multiplayer. is free to play, meaning you can go to the PSN store right now, download the multiplayer, and play only multiplayer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I
so
was like, I have the game.
yeah, if you have the
Yeah,
game,
I was like, you had to pay.
I
pay
didn't
for
know
it?
this. No. So it's free to play, but if you own the game, they give you like some free stuff. Because I played it yesterday, and I got on, and it's like the patch is downloaded. 1.17 is the newest update, and then it gave me a giant pop up. It's like, hey, you're like a vault treasure hunter guy specialist, so we give you a bunch of free stuff. Because I played it, but I was like also level 34. So, but the free to play is only to level 15. And then if you want to play past that, you have to pay to play it. You're going to actually like put down money. You only get your typical team deathmatch, free for all, typical game modes.
Just buy the damn
Exactly.
game.
That's what they're getting at, because you want to know why this is the weird thing. If you want co-op arena, $9.99. If you want co-op adventure, $11.99. You can probably find the game online, like
Separately, you have to buy each mode.
each
separately?
pack. Yes. So if you, like, I think they're really forcing you that if you want to play it, buy it, because you can find that game on Amazon for like $20, probably less.
Yeah.
So
That's weird.
it's I think the big thing, a lot of articles I was reading is like they're just saying it's more or less for people to find. It's like a demo. They want people to try it and enjoy it, and then they look at the prices and they're like, oh, screw that. I'm just gonna go buy the damn game instead. But you never know. You probably have those suckers that'll actually put down money.
Suckers.
I mean,
Idiots.
$11.99 for a mode, like for like a 2-year-old game, guys? Are you kidding me? Go buy the game. It's like $20. You get then you get single player too.
Which is.
I don't know. That just blew my mind that was that expensive. But then again, like I said, it's got to be because they're just gonna be like, just go buy the game if you're gonna pay that much money. But,
Yeah.
so,
All right.
that was interesting. The final thing that I have today, this I found fascinating. Okay, this.
Ooh.
If you guys could see my face, I'm ecstatic because I can't wait to see George's expression. Here we go. In Japan, following the February month of 2013, the PlayStation Vita
Oh.
outsold the Wii U.
Uh,
Man.
That was sad.
What?
Pretty
Man, you
sad.
really built that up. I thought it was something.
Oh, yeah. No, nothing crazy. I found that to be freaking crazy.
That's Japan, though.
Well, yeah, that's the Wii
That's-
U
but that's-
in Japan.
In Japan, Sony and Nintendo rule.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, they said that
Well, that's why I wasn't.
the
surprised
3DS
at
is just destroying the market. I think they sold like 80,000 units. They said the
Yeah.
3DS is just killing it over there. But yeah,
And they
that
get 2 new colors. Did you see those?
yeah, I saw those.
Oh, man.
So-
Bastards.
So it was just interesting because it's
Well,
like
we still have
the
same old
the
ones
the
here.
Vita outsold the Wii U. That's just
Wow.
crazy. I mean, I get it's two different things. It's a handheld against a console. I mean, and there's about
Still
$100.
pretty impressive.
But it's impressive because the Wii is just not doing so good.
Maybe they just got their tax return. They already got the Wii U.
Well,
They got their tax return,
know-
and they're like, "Why not?
You know
I'll
what's
buy a
funny?
Vita with
You know
the tax
you know what's
return,"
funny?
you know?
This that tax
So
return money.
That's probably what.
That tax return money, which is funny because
okay, George.
it's funny because they purchased those all before the price drop. The price drop hasn't even occurred yet.
That's true.
I think it like happens next week or something like that.
What's it dropping to?
It's dropping to what it is here in America as far as like the way it works. Like so, since everything is more expensive, consoles and video games are more expensive in Japan because the yen isn't as strong as the dollar. So what they did is they dropped it to pretty much what it would be equivalently here. So we're paying like $250 now for the Vita. So they're gonna pay roughly that, but in yen. Does that make sense? So it's like 1,000. I think it's like 1,980 yen.
Okay.
Is it's lower in transition to how it works, but how the value of it is equal to about it. I don't know. That's kind of was what they said. So they said technically it's not like they're really saving much. I mean, to us, because it's still that's why there wasn't a price drop in America like everyone thought there would be. That's why they only got it there. So,
Whatevs.
yeah.
Whatever.
Whatevs.
Whatevs.
What does that say for the Wii U though? That's
What do
crazy.
you mean? What's that say? It's just a slow month. It's just a slow month. Don't even worry about it. You just need more games. I bet all them Japanese people already got their Wii U. Right? I bet that's not racist. That's not
Wait,
racist.
what?
I thought
Why
you
you
were gonna
guys
say-
laughing?
We're
You're
laughing.
gonna say something else.
No, man. No. I bet they already have the Wii. A lot of them already have the Wii U. There had to be 1 month where, like, some people are like, well, I already, I want to buy that Vita because I already have the Wii U.
Okay.
There has to be that month. And it's February.
That
Okay.
time of the
It's
month
good, that
when they
time.
do that.
It's
That's
that
how-
time of the month.
I don't know. It's cool. I mean, I hope both consoles survive, honestly, because they offer two different stuff. But it was just fascinating because it's one of the things where the Vita's always at the bottom of the list. I think
sad.
honestly for January it wasn't even listed in the top like selling consoles. Like that's
What do you have?
lost to the
like
Game
the
Boy.
Neo,
that-
Neo Geo was coming in right above
right?
it. Like, what,
exactly. So that's how sad
Fucking-
it. So that's how sad it is. So to see that it beat the Wii U is just like wow.
Yeah, I get
Cut
it.
from a console that wasn't
Big
even
thing.
listed to a console that's now beating the Wii U is like
Still losing to
damn.
the N-Gage.
Oh, snap.
So
Yeah.
I mean it was just funny news. I thought I'd go. Assassin's Creed 3 or it's Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flags has been leaked.
Yeah, Burnley.
Are you Assassin's Creed fan?
no.
No.
I was gonna say wow.
I would starve for a pirate game.
Oh
Yeah.
really? Have you
Yeah.
played Assassin's Creed 3?
I haven't played 3.
They have
one,
the
two,
ship
and-
the ship
Brotherhood.
combat they had in that where you actually became a captain and you went to the seas and had a whole combat section on it was really fun. They did a really good job at it. So it's pretty interesting to see what they do for this. But yeah, we don't know exactly what it is. Ubisoft said that hey, you're gonna get a new Assassin's Creed this year. Surprise! It'll be a new character, which was actually exciting because everyone thought they might do an Ezio thing where they kind of do a little trilogy with the character. But they're done with Connor, so they're going to a whole new character, and yeah, and then it was leaked online because someone at a game store, they didn't say where, got the posters that they're going to be hanging up in the stores to pre-order it. He took a photo of it and posted it online, and it's I guess the art was done by Todd McFarlane.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
really?
Yeah, so he did the art for the poster, and
Nice.
yeah, it shows pretty much a very pirate theme, and it's clearly labeled Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flags. So,
Pretty cool.
Why
Yeah.
isn't there more pirate games?
you know,
There,
I like Sid Meier's Pirates.
Yeah,
That's like
Sid
a
Meier-
great
like-
pirate game.
Risen.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh, yeah.
Risen 2, was all piratey for whatever.
The
reason.
one pirate game I was super excited for before it got canceled was Disney's Pirates of the
I
Caribbean.
know.
Oh,
Armada
yeah,
of the
I
Dam.
We
remember that.
Georgie and I sat in E3 booth, like, watching
It
that.
looks so good.
Oh,
Like in the
Like 80-inch screen.
yeah,
Yeah.
it looks
Yeah.
it looks so good the way they explained it. Like it's an action RPG. You get you get to start from nothing, get a ship, build your ship to awesomeness, and you become good or bad. Where if you're bad, you can look like Davy Jones with the
yeah.
squid, and then you can be good, and you can just be like the clear.
bad.
It's amazing.
It
It
looked-
sounded great.
it sounded
and then
awesome.
It's just not.
And that's just we had this conversation a little bit about Disney. I think in another podcast where it's just
They
it
cut
just
off-
Disney.
Disney just cuts
They
off.
just don't care. They're like, nah, see ya. It's like oh yeah, we talked about that with Junction Point Studios, how they just closed them. They're like,
Epic
yeah,
Mickey.
you're done. Like, true, you guys produce.
Actually happy about that one. So.
You know,
You're a big fat meanie.
well, about regarding that, not about the Epic Mickey series. I enjoyed it because I thought it was a very cool idea. I'm just very happy to see Warren Spector gone. Not to be mean to him, like he designed Deus Ex. Okay, one game that came out in the 90s. What has he really done since then? Everyone calls him like the legend, a gaming legend. He's like that's pretty much putting him on the pedestal with Shigeru Miyamoto, and I wouldn't even compare that. You look at Warren Spector's games. What has he done? Deus Ex in the 90s, a long time ago.
I have to look it up. But he has a whole range of games. He also didn't he do Black and White? That wasn't.
No, that was
wasn't
Peter Molyneux.
Was it? Darn it! I always mix it up.
That was Molyneux.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. Well, I don't remember.
See,
Oh well.
so everyone holds him as that like gaming legend, and Epic Mickey had a chance to redeem itself, but Warren Spector got too fat-headed, and he had to come out and be like, there's nothing wrong with the camera. There's nothing wrong with the camera. They're just not playing right.
If I
And it's
would've
like,
even heard
dude,
that,
like it's like,
I would
dude,
have been like, you dumbass.
yeah, it's like
Oh,
it's like
what are you blind. You're obviously old.
Maybe he's cross-eyed. He doesn't know better.
right. He actually lifts his hand up to
What's
the
wrong with it?
So and then they didn't really even fix that. Like that was the thing with Epic Mickey 2 is they
It got
went-
worse in
Yeah,
Epic Mickey 2.
yeah, it got worse. I think Epic Mickey 1 got like it was 7.8, 7.5. It was good.
Like 8.
And
I would
they
say 8 to be safe.
they were like just criticizing. They're like the controls are a little wonky, and that was the only thing. So they're like, okay,
No, the camera too. The
the
camera. was
the
still-
camera. That's why. It's because the controls with the Wii
right,
remote.
right.
So they figured, hey, we're doing a sequel. Everyone's like, okay, well they're gonna learn, right? Gonna make a sequel better because you learn. No, 2 got worse, and you can prove it. Like you look at Metacritic, and I think like it's down in the 60s, low 60s, not even high 60s. Like, so they clearly didn't learn. Even they still complain the camera was terrible.
Yeah. Well,
So
like
That
I don't know.
platform God,
I-
awful.
Yeah, we did that crap.
I don't know. I don't know much about the second one that came out.
Mhm.
Like that was this year, right?
Yeah.
End
was
of
it
last
end
year.
of
I
last year?
know a lot about it.
Okay.
But continue.
I don't know too much about it, but at least for the first one, like I was really enjoying it, but I understood that it wasn't for me. Right? Like the controls were slow. Everything kind of seemed like floaty at times, or like really like everything seemed very basic.
Mhm.
But you have to understand that this game wasn't for me. It was for 12-year-old me.
I
It
was
was
gonna
for
say, it was-
10-year-old me.
I don't think see now that when you're getting that young, I think you're pushing it because some of the stuff was complex. Like to keep track of all your quests in the game was pretty deep. Like you had to keep track of Goofy to rebuild him, and he was in so many different lands. I really don't think a 10-year-old.
Well,
mean,
like I
maybe-
would disagree because like when my sister when she was first getting into games,
Mhm.
she played the I forget which one it was called. It was Wallace and Gromit.
No, okay.
It was one of them.
Curse of the Were Rabbit.
No.
On
Or
GameCube?
before that, it was GameCube.
Okay.
Okay.
And so like when I was the one who got the game. I got the game for Christmas or whatever, and playing through it or whatever, and it's like, I can't play this. Like it's dumb. It's like you can't really move around. The camera gets stuck here, or the camera. It wasn't so much the camera gets stuck there, but more so that the camera was really slow,
Mhm.
which is I feel the same issue with Epic Mickey, and you just kind of notice like my sister immediately took that up because you didn't need that same dexterity as you would like say like if I'm gonna go try to play Lara Croft like Tomb
Mhm.
Raider here, I'm sure I would need to be a little more precise than especially than what I would need to do to play
In
Epic
Epic
Mickey. And so like we have to take that into account. Like yeah, maybe for our standards it is not a fun game because we're not because it's not challenging us, but it's enough of a challenge for someone in that younger audience. So
I guess I'll play devil's advocate on that one, and I'll have to disagree because I think it was challenging. It was a fun game. I got very far in the game before I finally just got fed up because I was like, this game is just frustrating. Because I would want it to have been a traditional third person. You hold the trigger to go into aim mode, you use the other analog stick to aim, and you pull the trigger to shoot. And then outside of that, it was a fun game because the RPG elements sort of were there, but it was still cool to explore the wasteland. To like I said, to do the Goofy quests to rebuild Goofy, or to just travel in between all the worlds and to see all that. I thought that was so cool. And like I said, it got pretty deep to the point where you had to collect so many secret things that that like a lot of probably 10-year-olds, even like 10-year-old me, probably wouldn't really care too much about because like I just don't want to get
well,
that. But
I mean,
like I said, I'm just playing devil's advocate. on that
okay,
one.
well, I was playing
but-
it too. I enjoy it. It was like super, like just it was Disney porn without sex.
Disney porn without sex, nice.
you
like
know,
that.
so
Without,
like,
but it
I
had
loved
Jessica
it.
Rabbit at least, right?
No.
Ah, dang
I
it!
don't think so.
No, I don't
What?
think so.
I know. I'm
I
giving.
I just,
I'm,
it got me at
I touched
the
like Kingdom
whole
Hearts.
what? no, the thing that really drew me in because like at first I was kind of like, oh, this is kind of cool, but it was wonky. Was the It's a Small World?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
That was
Have you
cool.
guys seen? Have you seen it?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like all like messed up. Like,
Yeah.
crazy or
And
then you can
whatever,
make it
And you can fix it.
You know what sucked about it? That was actually the tough thing is I wanted to play good. It took more good power to beat him that way
Yeah.
than bad, to the point where you were just running in circles because to wait for the last bar to recharge. And they make good. I'm out of paint. Run around. Because like if
You
you
could have just kept using thinner.
yeah, so just thinner, dead.
Yeah.
And I don't like when games do that. I don't like when they like you can beat it this way or this way, but the latter way is extremely difficult. And you're gonna run out, and it's gonna take a lot longer. It's like why? Just make it kind of relatively about the same on par, so that way the players have a choice rather than force them.
No, the player does have a choice. It's just now it's a
Hard
choice.
choice.
Damn,
Damn it,
it's a
Warmer
choice of
Strike.
will
Oh,
now.
completely.
So.
That's
Completely
how it always works,
got
though.
off the whole pirates away from
Come on,
a
think of Batman.
away
He's
from
not just gonna
Assassin's
shoot
Creed.
the Joker in the head.
Yeah, he
He's gonna
could.
take him to Arkham Asylum a few times, you know.
A few?
Actually, until the end of time. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You're gonna get married eventually. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Well, like he said about Damien, that's actually sad. I enjoyed where they were going with it, but then I did hear, didn't they like bring him back? Didn't he come back from like the past?
That might have been another run.
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
I don't know that, but that's a whole nother conversation. So that's it for the news. That's
it for the news.
Keeping it light
Wow.
today, gentlemen.
Let me do another Batman shout out. If you guys haven't seen The Dark Knight Strikes Back,
Ooh, I like that movie.
go watch it because it's so beautiful. It made me want to cry because I love that graphic novel and it's just it's so good.
Christian Bale's in that as well, right?
No. That's
Directed by Christopher Nolan.
I forget that. No. God damn it. RoboCop does the voice. Peter Weller does the voice
really?
of Batman.
Oh, that's weird.
Fucking awesome. Everyone go watch that.
It's not Kevin Conroy?
No, it's not Kevin Conroy. It's older Batman. So
Okay.
if you haven't seen that, go watch that right now. I know that's already made millions of dollars, but it wouldn't hurt to make them more. Because that means they might make like a Killing Joke movie one day.
you know what?
We would all enjoy that.
That would be actually phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know what actually is a funny Joker is I think it's Under the Red Hood where
Oh,
Bender
That's Bender, yeah.
when
I didn't like
what is
his
it? What
voice.
is his name? Seth? Not Seth. John
No,
John
that's
DiMaggio.
John DiMaggio, yeah.
How like you could totally hear Marcus Phoenix and Bender
Yeah.
every time he speaks. It's like
I didn't like his voice.
it wasn't bad. He did a decent job, but like
That's
I
just
said,
because you love Mark Hamill.
it's just it's just
nobody could beat.
dude.
Nobody could touch Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill is phenomenal at the Joker. Like it's gonna be very upsetting. Like he keeps teasing, I'm retiring.
Yeah,
You come back.
Whatever.
Hey, we got a paycheck for you. Okay, I'm not doing anything.
Alright, well, here goes This Week in Video Game History. This Week in Video Game History with your host, Peter Green. February 24, 2004, Puyo Pop Fever, the last game Sega developed for the Dreamcast, is released. February 24, 2005, Hironobu Sakaguchi, known as the father of the Final Fantasy series, leaves Square Enix and joins Microsoft Game Studios. After this, he began working on Lost Odyssey. February 25, 2002, Jet Set Radio Future, the follow-up to the Dreamcast game. Jet Grind Radio is released on the Xbox. February 27, 1996, Travis will enjoy this one. Pokemon Red and Green are released in Japan, launching a worldwide obsession that is still going strong. March 1st, 2007, Sony uses a real decapitated goat as a centerpiece for a God of War themed party in Greece. This lands them in a lot of hot water with PETA. And March 2, 2005, Paramount Pictures acquires the rights to make an Area 51 film. How did that go for them? This is Peter Green, this has been your Week in Video Game History!
Man, that's Sony. They actually did that?
Yes,
Though-
sir.
That's crazy.
Why does video games have like the worst marketing ever?
I don't know.
Why do we?
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking of the
That's why I wanna
Dante.
get an MBA, you know.
You're thinking of Dante's Inferno, aren't you?
That and
When
the
they-
Dead Island thing.
Oh,
and,
the
like,
torso.
Well, Dante's Inferno, what was it? Is the
That was the one where they had the group of people protest outside of the E3 convention center.
Uh-huh.
They were going, gods and the devil are not video games, they are real, and they were fake protesters hired, and they had posters and they were handing them out.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought that was
no,
actually the Westboro
No,
Church.
no, this was actually like everyone thought it was at first. Everyone's like, "What the hell's going on?" But it came out that EA hired them. They hired all those people to just stand out there and protest
Really?
to get Dante's Inferno in your mind. I mean, true, it worked. That you got thinking about it, but it's terrible marketing. Or the one that was another Dante's Inferno marketing one.
Was it the sinning one? Or like
Not the sinning one, the one they played during the Super Bowl. It's a go to hell.
Go to hell.
Go to hell.
Just,
Oh yeah.
just straight up.
No,
It's like
no,
it was like
go to
it was like
hell.
him falling in a pit of fire and all the arms like like all the dead. And at the thing it just says go to hell and it releases the date and you're like, oh.
That's kind of cool, though. I never saw that,
No,
but
it
that
was-
sounds cool.
It was
I mean,
kinda
to a
cool.
gamer, that's cool, but to the regular people, like, yeah, exactly. Well, who else?
Wow.
Who did the? Was it Dead Space? To the one where like the old ladies get scared in their chairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
though.
Is that was the Dead Space one where it's
No,
like
you wanna talk
your
about
mom
scary.
won't like this.
R-
Oh my God.
Yeah. Remember the PlayStation 3 commercials? They're trying to make like.
Oh, the baby cry.
Oh my God!
No,
that
those
baby.
are-
Oh
No.
my God! That scared the shit out of me.
That's the era. I thought Sony was on point with those. 'Cause
No,
that
no,
always
no.
made me want to go get the
Like,
console.
that-
it was just like or the crazy.
That
like,
goes
you
up
know,
there
like-
with Quizno Sub and their rat mascots.
No.
Quizno Sub.
That
was
scary as
Yeah,
hell.
what the hell are you thinking?
You want-
There's no rat, man.
A little
Man,
sidetrack
I'm
regarding that Quiz and Rat. Did you know a 13-year-old did those videos for them?
No.
Yeah,
really?
yeah. A guy I work with. That was back. That was back when the kind of internet videos were still beginning. So this kid who was like I think 11 or 12 at the time, he made those videos with his hamsters and he was editing himself. And so Quiznos went to him and really cheap, of course. They're like, hey, you want to make us a bunch of commercials? So I was like, sure. So
We'll give you tokens.
yeah, who knows? Who knows what they gave him? But he did. He was the one who did the Quiznos Toms. We love your Toms as the hamsters are flying around. That was this little kid.
That little demented
He's like 13 years. He was like 13 years old when they did that, but that was still when the internet was booming with the videos, so no one really knew the viral stuff. But yeah, so that was a little sidetrack. But what was the one we were talking about right before that?
The grannies.
No, not the grannies one. What was that?
That was the Dead Space.
What did you say?
Go to hell thing.
No.
What, were we still on marketing or something?
Yeah, we're
else?
still on marketing. We're on videos.
Or
No,
the
the-
PlayStation ones where.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was actually their goal. One of their marketing directors came out like when they started It Only Does Everything. Excuse me, with Kevin Butler. They kind of asked like, what was up with the original marketing scheme, and he's like, what did you think when you saw that? He's like, I was interested in what it was, and that was the exact point. They're like, we wanted you to think what is going on in this commercial.
Well, they succeeded.
Like they were like the crying baby with the black ooze, and then it would go to the PlayStation 3. Like they're like, so.
I'll never forget it. It scared and it goes. Ah! Opens
Yeah,
its mouth and
it's
it's
a
all
freaking-
like PlayStation, play it.
Yeah, that was.
Like what the hell?
What was another interesting one they did? Did you guys ever see the real life God of War Ascension commercial they just did recently?
Yeah.
That was actually pretty
That
sweet.
one was really good.
That was really
it
sweet.
was sad, really good though.
Yeah, it was like 2-3 minutes. It was pretty much like Kratos is kind of just doing a quick relive. He's like crying in a field as he's remembering his family with love, similar to like 300 as the Spartans are leaving for war, and then it shows him just in the
At
field.
first, I thought it was 300.
That'd be pretty. Yeah, that's the prequel.
Yeah.
But then yeah, what was the other one? Oh, Jet Set. No, Hironobu Sakaguchi leaves Square for Microsoft,
Yeah.
and he creates the.
Lost Odyssey.
Lost Odyssey.
God.
Never played it.
No one.
Haven't played
I
it
don't
either.
know anyone that has beaten that damn game. Like no one. Everyone would be like, yeah, I got to disc
I didn't
2.
know anybody that actually played it.
Okay, sorry. The 5 people I knew that played that game have never gotten past disc 2. Like I just. No one seemed to care. Like they got through disc 1 and they'd be like, I just don't care.
Wasn't
There's
it
no
like 4
drive.
discs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 4 discs.
Jesus.
Shows you how good the DVD was, huh?
Is it Puyo Pop
Jesus.
Fever, the last game developed from Sega for
For
the
the
Dreamcast?
Dreamcast.
What was that game?
Puyo Pop Fever.
Puyo Pop
Never
Fever.
played it.
Neither have I.
But that's a weird way
Oh,
to go out.
no.
Weird way.
What was the one with the dancing ooh la la? Oh, that was Space Channel 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is she in?
No, probably not.
Okay.
Sounds like a different game. And then
We got Pokemon Red and Green.
that's right. That's right. It was called Green in Japan before it was
Yeah.
blue over here.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I wonder
Yeah,
why they did that.
Venusaur
They had
over there.
Venusaur on it, man.
I
always
wonder-
wanted it.
I wonder why they did that. Do you guys know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's
I just,
weird.
that's just doesn't. I mean, that doesn't even seem like an editing thing, like how they usually edit stuff for America. It just seems really weird that they would change it to blue for America because
Blue is cooler.
See, their advertisement, that's an example of awesome advertisement, though. Remember the commercials? Like, they'd be holding a cartridge and the Pokemon trying to get out of the cartridge?
Yeah.
I remember-
See, those commercials were tight. It didn't
I
have
remember-
a fucking baby crying.
And haven't
I
seen
remember,
it. Closing out.
I remember the
Right.
commercials for we'll play the game, watch the show, and it was 2 kids. They'd be like, "Pokemon, all right," and they'd be like, "Not only do we play the game, and they turn around, we watch the show."
Yeah, see,
And then
but
they
I
have
love.
the
Come
show
on,
in
that's
the
so
background.
90s. I miss that.
And then the kids would be there, awesome, gotta catch 'em all. And they hold the Game Boys up with the TV
I miss
show.
that.
Pokemon.
Why can't anything be lame like that? That was acceptable back in the 90s, but
That-
now,
'cause it was
everyone
acceptable.
hates on. I love that stuff from back in the day.
Everyone likes depressing, sad epicness.
Yeah.
That's like the big stuff.
Yeah. That's why God of War had that new.
Hey, it worked. I enjoyed it.
It worked. It was really
I
good.
liked it for the
I-
Halo ODST commercial.
Oh,
that
that
was
was
dope.
that was
Yeah.
sweet. That was the one. Was it? Was it
Yes.
ODST or was it Reach?
I think it was ODST, right? Because he's in
Yeah,
the
with
he's
rookie.
in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
Was it?
It was
Yeah,
yeah,
because
okay.
of the rookie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that was a good one. Man, I'm so excited for Ascension. God, that was like so good.
So
Let's see what
excited.
we got. What we got? Paramount Area 51. I
Oh,
never
did they?
played that.
Did they do the? They
never
did.
played-
They
never
did the
played
game,
that
right?
game.
Is that what it's hinting at? Is that they did the game, or they helped make the game to fund the movie, or did show hype for the movie?
I don't know.
I
Did they
don't
make
know.
the movie? I didn't even know.
You know,
I think-
I've
did they make it?
I've always been interested to see like if they ever like. I enjoy those campy '60s aliens movies. They're fun. They're fun little flicks to check out. I think.
Okay.
You are lame.
you
You are
And then
have been titled lame.
lame.
and then what else? What else is there?
That's it, man.
That's it?
That's it.
Damn,
We
we
actually
just-
went through all
We
of them.
destroyed that. Huh?
Why do we have so much momentum today?
I just can't believe that God of War one. They actually slaughtered a real dead goat.
It's awesome.
That's no, I didn't say it's not awesome. I'm just like surprised they did that. Like,
I mean, if they
so,
hate it afterwards, what's the problem?
so what do they? What they're all like? You know, they have the press get there, and there's like a fire with a goat with its head cut off, and they have some. Everyone come in.
I wish you guys could see the dance. That's funny. We will use the blood of the innocent.
Yeah. Welcome everybody, please.
Coming on PlayStation 2 comes in.
Oh, that would have been hilarious. Okay.
Awesome. All right, so we're heading into a poison mushroom.
Poison mushroom. I'm 5-0 right now.
What did
I
you?
don't think I'm gonna win this time, but
so
that's
he
fine.
said Pedro gave us a bet. He said if he can get to 10-0, we have to buy him a Wii U.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Do it.
I'm down.
Do it. Do it. I feel like I'm gonna lose today.
If he loses,
my
but
luck.
if he loses, what does he give us?
It's just my luck. Wait,
Yeah.
if I lose?
If you lose,
Wait, no, I have nothing to lose here. No.
Yeah, you
If
can
I
lose.
lose, I will give all of you a handshake off air.
Oh,
Wow, off air. He's not even gonna, can't even hear like the fist cup.
How about this, listeners? Put your karma and concentrate it towards me, so that I can get this job that I just applied for today,
Yes.
so that I could buy my own Wii U. That would be awesome.
So you can buy a Wii U, then it has no games like the Vita, so then we can all be in the
Hey,
same
I'll
mode.
buy a Vita too, man, and I'll play
Then
something
we'll
with
be
you.
the only two people that own the Vita.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Then they'll develop games just for us.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. All right, here we go, guys.
And now it's time to play everyone's favorite game, Poison Mushroom, with your host, Pedro Constantinopoulos.
Oh, mamma mia.
Welcome back to Boys and Mushroom, guys. I'm 5-0, feeling pretty good, pretty awesome.
I still can't believe the last one we did, or the peeing on the game.
On the Gigapet.
that
on
was
the
the last one?
Was that the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. That was the last one.
That was
That was
The last one.
Yeah, that was because that was the one we were stunned that we lost it on.
Yeah.
Like we could have gotten
This
that.
week is
I could
another.
have sworn that was not the last one.
What was the one?
Oh wait, no, the last one was
Stealing.
Jesus.
Was it the dad throwing the
Jesus.
cat against the wall?
No.
Jesus. Oh, I just listened to that episode today. It was let's see, it was Spy Kids.
The Spy Kids was real.
Oh, it was Pokemon Yellow burying it.
Yes.
Burying Pokemon
But
Yellow.
wasn't that also the
That was
pee
the one that was real. The one that
No,
was fake
that was
was me selling the broken 360 to that kid.
That's right. Okay.
Okay. All right. So this week, got 5 more things.
Yummy.
4 of these are real. 1 of these is not real.
Oh no.
And these are all pretty crazy. And like I said, I have so many stories, guys. I could do these for years to come. So very first, this is embarrassing. Well, this was not embarrassing because it made me feel bad. Okay, so 6th grade, we were all in school, talking about we can't wait for the Pokemon movie to come out. It comes out tomorrow, and we're all gonna get our moms to go let us get out of school, and we're all gonna watch it so we could all get our Pokemon, our Mew cards, our hieroglyphic cards. It's gonna be so awesome.
I got a
And so of course I get home, I'm like, Mom, tomorrow the Pokemon movie comes out, can you get me out of school and we could go watch it? She's like, fuck no, I'm not gonna get you out of school to watch a movie. We'll go watch that on Saturday. And so we all go to school and we're all there and we're like, man, the Pokemon movie's out today, we gotta go watch it. But my other friend from school, George, not this George right here, another dude named George, wasn't there. And we're like, why isn't George here? I bet his mom let him go see the movie. Son of a bitch. He's going to watch it first and he's going to spoil it for us tomorrow. And so the next day comes and here comes George. And the first thing we see of him is and he has that look like, I saw it, and it was epic as hell, and he goes on to spoil it. There's a new Pokemon, it's not named Pika-Blue like we thought, it's named Meryl.
Oh, I remember Pika-Blue!
It's all this stuff, he just goes on and on. He spoils the movie for us. He's like, Ash dies, which we found out wasn't, well, I mean he dies, but he dies not.
He comes back
Spoilers
with
in case
love.
you guys haven't seen that movie.
Oh my!
And,
Pedro's spoiling this.
yeah, today
stuff.
I'm gonna spoiler fest. And so we're in class, and they're calling, the attendance like this and this and that. Pedro, who's here? I'm here. And George, why weren't you here yesterday? And George is like, I was sick. I don't know why, but I went. He wasn't sick. He went to go see the Pokemon movie.
Oh.
And everyone just converged on me. Everyone knew it was true, but they're like, what the fuck are
What are you doing? And George got in trouble. George got in trouble for that.
Smooth.
All right.
Smooth.
That's funny.
So the next one, Pokemon Red. It was the last day of summer school. Which was by far one of the coolest days ever. Because I don't know why, but I worked up the sack to ask my teacher, can I bring my N64 and Smash Brothers tomorrow? And we could just play all day? And he's like, yeah. Was it a guy or a girl? It was a guy. Yeah, he's like, yeah, you could bring it. And you guys could play. We're just going to do a presentation in the beginning, and you're done, group presentations. So we did it, and then for the last, 4 hours, we just ate pizza and played Super Smash Brothers. I was owning everybody with Luigi because no one knew how to. No one knew that his up smash was crit, whatever. And
Look at this guy all elite.
And dude, you can't see me on Smash. And my best friend at the time, one of my best friends at the time, Giovanni, comes over and he's half in tears. He's like, dude,
He's half in tears?
He's like half, he's like crying. He's holding back the tears.
Oh.
He's like, dude, somebody stole my Pokemon Red. He's like, what? Somebody stole your Pokemon Red? Like, yeah, someone took it out of my backpack. And I'm like, what do you mean? And we tell the teacher, and the teacher's all like, well, we're not leaving until we find that. And he makes us all, which I'm pretty sure is illegal, but he makes us all open up our backpacks and we can't find it. No one can find the Pokemon Red. And he's in tears and whatever. And fast forward to maybe 2 years later, and my other best friend, Fernando Armas, I was like, do you remember that day they took Giovanni's Pokemon Red? He was all sad. He's like, I took it. He's like, he was talking shit about my mom, and his mom had passed away earlier that year. He's like, he was talking shit about my mom, so I took it. I had it. I was like, and I was stunned, but I wasn't mad. I was like, how did you get away with it? He's like, I put it in my boxers. They couldn't find it. So yeah, and I don't know. To this day, I'm just like, wow, Fernando, you did that. That was pretty messed up.
He's talking shit about his dead mom, man.
Yeah,
No.
I get it.
You crossed the motherfucking line.
No, it's true, but it would be if Travis cheated on Bilma, and then I didn't tell you, it was weird. Okay, maybe that's extreme.
Yeah, what are you getting
Yeah,
at?
cheated on
Even going out with her.
Oh well, that's a cheat thing.
Okay, cheated. Maybe if Travis stole Bilma. I'm just gonna stop there.
I know where you're going with this.
This next one.
I can't
It
imagine.
just wasn't expected because it was two of my best friends, and I can't believe they would backstab each other.
I can't imagine what
How
he'd be
about that?
saying. He's like, man, I'm gonna take your mom's corpse and throw her in my bed.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, it was 6th grade, so I'm pretty sure not. But it was probably she made a poo poo. But anyways, it was terrible.
I bet she shit her pants when
Yeah.
she died or something.
Okay. All right. So.
Anyways, go ahead.
So up next, Perfect Dark. Do you guys remember Perfect Dark on the N64?
course.
Yeah.
That is one of my top 5 favorite games. I
Yeah,
love
good
that
one.
game to death. I will. The sequel, Perfect Dark Zero, was a piece of dog shit. Which is sad because when I bought my 360, and there wasn't that many games on 360, I was like, that's the game I first went towards. I was like, it's rare, it's gonna be great, and God, I was so disappointed. The multiplayer was just nothing but bots. It was just sad. Anyways, so when that game came out, I was, like I said, I was really, really good at it. So much so that Nintendo Power ran this thing at the end. They used to do time attacks. And they were like, yeah, you get the high score. We'll post your score in here. And you can basically, you would send it in with a big list of video games. It's if you get the top score, you'll win a game of your choice on this list. We'll send you a game of your choice on this list. And so I played over and over. There was I don't know if you guys ever played, but there used to be time attack things. You could get gold or platinum and stuff like that. There's this particular one that was the difficulty was intense. And it was so hard because you would just go around the corner. The bots would be so good that they would just kill you.
Oh, snap.
Instantly. And what you had to do was go around that corner, shoot out the webcam, throw a mine, and then shoot the dude, I forget the guy's name, Mr. White, shoot his gun out of his hand, run up to him, slap him to death. In as fast as you can. And I played and played and played and played and played. You don't understand how much I played. I wanted this so badly. And I got it. And I swear to you, my time was 1.2 seconds. It was amazing. I still to this day don't know how I did it. So I do it, and I'm like, this is fucking amazing. There's no way no one's gonna beat my time. So I take my picture, of the screen. This is back before digital, so I had to take a Polaroid. And And so I do it, and I tell my mom, oh, go develop this for me. And she brings it back, and I don't know why I only took one picture, but the picture was like a huge glare on the screen. And she wasn't going to let me, take another picture. And I'm so, this is pathetic, but I got that new issue of Nintendo Power, and I was in tears, guys. In tears, because the top score was like 6.5. And I was in tears because I knew in my heart that I had won that contest.
Damn.
I knew in my heart. And I was so disappointed. I was actually crying. Like, it was really sad. One of those pathetic little lone tears. Like, all right, so
will you sit in the window as it's raining in your too?
yeah, I was like,
Get the sad walking
like
Hulk
the
away.
corners of my mind. All right, up next we got two more. When Christmas, I'm gonna say this is '96. This is when Ocarina of Time came out.
Ooh.
And admittedly, I did not give a shit about Ocarina of Time. As much as I liked the first Zeldas, I was like, Ocarina of Time? Who cares about Ocarina of Time? It's not gonna be cool at all. It's gonna suck. Well, not it's gonna suck, but it's not gonna be like the ground-changing game that changes my life. So I asked my mom, can I get the South Park game on N64 instead? Like, I begged for it. I begged for that game. And we went to the store, and nobody had South Park game. So my mom went, so nobody had it. It was Christmas time. And she's like, how about Zelda? You like Zelda? And I was like, Mom, that game, I don't want Zelda. I'm not going to like it. And she's like, just try it. Come on, just get Zelda. And my mom had to convince me so hard to get Zelda. And
That's all. I would not see that.
And the rest is history. I loved it. And I did not want to get Zelda. I don't know why to this day. Like, I was like, I don't want Zelda. I want South Park. But I got Zelda. My mom convinced me to get Zelda, and I'm so grateful every day that she did that.
My dad got me Zelda for Christmas one year. I was the same way. I was like, such a Zelda. I was like, what is this?
What? You were 37?
Yeah, I was a smoker too. What is this? Come on. Yeah, no, same way. And then I played it, and then I sat there and I wanted to kill that damn owl. Would you like me to repeat as you're skipping through it? No! Repeat!
Alright. And then the last one, Mario Party 2. The same friend Giovanni, had let me borrow it. And I took it back to him to go return it to him. And we went out for not recess. I guess it would be break. And we came back, and someone had stolen it out of the backpack. And I, once again, I was in tears because I was like, he trusted me with the game.
You cried a lot.
And I do. I used to cry a lot. I was kind of a pusshole. But, which is so weird because now I'm anything but, unless it's One Piece, then I'm a baby. Anyways, so, he's like, that one's straight to the point, guys. They stole it, and Giovanni forgave me. He was like, it's okay. But I felt so bad because they stole that Mario Party 2.
This is a tough one, actually.
So those are your five stories. Only one of those is not true.
Not true.
Oh, not true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we have Mario Party 2. We have Pokemon Red stolen. We have I squealed to George and got him in trouble. And we have Perfect Dark, Time Attack. And we have South Park was better than Zelda. At least I thought.
I think it was the Pokemon Red one, the mom dying thing.
Ooh.
Like, that just, I don't know. That one just seems weird. It seems fishy.
Seems fishy?
Yeah. Like, what sixth grader would make fun of having sex with a dead mom?
I mean, she didn't say that. That was your twist on it.
No, dang.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sure someone right now that's listening to it paused it and rewinded. Did he really say that?
Okay, so there was the Mario Party 2 one, which was
Straight to the point. I got it stolen out of my backpack.
yeah. And the next one was the Pokemon Red, where your friend got it stolen
Mm-hmm.
during Super Smash Brother Day.
Yeah.
And the next one was
I got George in trouble.
George in trouble because he watched See Pokemon.
Yeah.
The next one was
Next one was Perfect Dark. I got the high score.
High score. And then
could not turn it in.
And the last one?
I did not want Zelda. That's the last thing I wanted.
Did not
I
want
wanted
Zelda.
South Park instead.
Yeah, I think. Excuse me. I think. Oh man, I don't know if it's the Zelda one, or if it's the Pokemon Red one, man. What do you guys think?
I'm going with screwing over George.
Screwing over George?
So see,
Yeah.
you said you guys wanted to go see a Friday,
Huh?
the movie Friday. You guys wanted to go because it comes out Friday, right? The
I think
movie.
I actually think it came out on Tuesday.
On a
it
weekday?
came out
Yeah,
on-
we
it came
we
out
wanted
on,
to
like, a
see it
Tuesday.
like later on that. Yeah. Well, we wanted to see it that day, and we knew our parents would probably take us later on that week, you know. But
Okay.
yeah.
Makes sense. I think I saw it on a weekday.
Yeah.
I think I saw it. Like,
Wait, you
open-
saw it day of?
Oh, day of. Yeah.
You're so
See,
lucky.
oh,
Why
you-
your parents love
I
you?
didn't.
Day of.
I didn't see
I
it.
went to
the
go
weekend.
see it with my friend Alonzo. Remember Alonzo? We were big into Pokemon back then, and yeah, I think you're right if I remember, because I think the next day we went to school. Like we went. His dad took us, and then we were all just there, just like, oh, this is dope. We each got our cards and stuff like that. So it was yeah. I remember. Sorry, I thought it was a Friday for some reason,
Oh,
but
no.
yeah, I think it came out.
My dad took me.
Yeah, day of,
We fell
motherfuckers.
asleep.
What's
He
up?
fell asleep. Oh, it's not, I think my dad took up me too, and I think he fell asleep as well.
Yeah, it was me and my sister. And
Yeah.
just-
I was pissed because I wanted to get the Mew card. I remember, and I got Electabuzz.
Electabuzz.
I was
Cool.
I
It
was
just
so
reminded
pissed.
me.
I
You know what's
didn't
I was so
fucked up?
pissed.
When the Chino Hill Spectrum first opened, they had a bunch of contests. I just remembered this
Oh,
because
like
I should have
Aquaria?
used this. No, I'm not gonna use it for another poison mushroom. But the day it opened, they had all these contests, and one of them was you spin a wheel, and whatever it lands on, you win that. And I went over there with my mom, and I spun it, and I won 4 tickets to go see Power Rangers the movie.
Nice.
And I was so happy, and my mom refused to take me to go see it.
What?
I don't know. You guys just reminded me of that. I'm gonna go home and like get mad at her. Why couldn't you take me to go see it? And I didn't get to see that movie until like 3 years later when Power Rangers wasn't even cool to me anymore. I don't know
Man,
why.
I saw-
You just guys just
I
brought
never-
up some resentment.
I never
right there.
saw that in theaters because that came out when my mom was still single and raising me and my sister and I.
Mhm.
So she never really took us to many movies because she didn't have much money.
I'm gonna put some sad Hulk music over this.
Go ahead.
Hulk?
yeah.
Yeah, the walking away, the sad
Yeah.
walking away. Hulk.
my dad was always working, so anytime we wanted to go to the movies, he'd take us, or take me mostly, and just
Fall asleep.
fall asleep.
Hey, at least he
Hey,
took
it was nap time for him.
Yeah. No,
Um,
yeah, we went to go see the Matrix
alright.
and everything.
That was a good movie. All right, I'm gonna go with the Pokemon Red being stolen over the dead mom.
Okay. Oh,
over the
okay.
10 mom.
Over the dead mom. You took it over like.
So-
All right.
As they're having a wake and she's laying there and he looks in. I'm just gonna take that. Someone stole my mom's Pokemon Red.
All right, Burnley.
He
I'm
said,
going with screwing over George.
Screwing over Joe.
Pokemon.
Why?
Why? I don't feel like Pedro would do that. But I've been wrong every time. I've been far off. I will pick the one, and nobody will pick that one, and because I'm wrong.
all right,
so-
George.
But go ahead. Just don't.
You
pick
don't think Pedro would do that?
that. No.
And I don't think he would either.
Pedro would do that either.
You guys
God
are so
damn it.
beautiful.
South Park over Zelda. I could see that happening because I mean, no, I can't. What am I talking about?
That's a tough one.
what am I talking about?
That's a tough one, man. His
This
love.
is like the biggest Zelda nerd over here.
Yeah, this
I
is-
cannot
this
even
is-
imagine him doing.
And this
that
is a
shit.
huge Zelda too. The Ocarina of Time, like this was like the Mario 64 to Zelda. The whole 3D real, like that was crazy. There's no way I can't imagine you weren't excited for that stuff. But I locked in my answer.
Okay, so I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna take a gamble and go with South Park Zelda.
South Park Zelda.
Ooh, we're all in.
Everyone's choosing different things today.
Yeah, that's good.
You guys really want to win.
That's right, that's right. What we should do is we should have 5 people. Each person gets a choice.
I'm gonna lose anywhere.
So it's Travis is
Pokemon
Pokemon,
Red.
Red. Burnley is Pokemon movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And George is what was it?
South Park.
South Park Zelda. All right, well, I'm gonna do my elimination right here.
Yummy.
Mario Party 2. I got it stolen from my backpack. It was sex. I mean, I can't go much more into that. It's just one of those shitty moments that happens. You get your shit stolen, and in that case, it wasn't even my shit. And then,
that's right.
At least Giovanni was such a cool friend, you know. Most people would be like, "I'm telling my mom on you," but yep, I wasn't. Up next, Perfect Dark. That was true. And I swear to you guys, I had that time on lock. I swear to you.
I can only picture
To my
now.
grave. That's the last 3 words I'll say. Like, Perfect Dark.
You won't say I love you.
No, I won't.
You'd be like,
Fucking The Godfather right
now. It sucks, man. It sucks. To this day, I still remember that. Like, I worked so hard.
so did you really go to a window and then start crying in the rain?
No. I
damn.
lamented in my bedroom behind my Pokemon poster.
Behind your Pokemon poster?
Yeah, behind. I wanted to hide from the world.
All right, here we go. Our 3 answers. One of us is right, apparently.
What's left? Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
yes!
okay, what's
Oh,
left?
God.
Yeah.
Oh, he finally lost.
Yep.
You don't have to buy him a Wii U.
I know.
All right, here we go.
Someone won this week, you sons of bitches.
That score is broken.
Unless it's a trick question week. No, which it's not.
Oh, my God.
Pokemon Red. Fernando stole it from my friend Giovanni.
Oh, that was
Because
real, huh?
because of the same, yeah.
'Cause he was
Because
making fun
of
of his
he
dead mom?
said
crap
bad
about
things
his
about
demo?
his mom. Yeah.
Damn.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
Sucks, man.
That's got to be the.
It sucks, man.
It's got to be the South
And
Park.
we have South Park and Pokemon movie.
Oh, I was gonna say it's got to be South Park is the one.
And the
that's-
winner, the very first winner
Whoever
of
it is,
Poison
man.
Mushroom this
Whoever it
week
is, man.
is Burnley. I did not squeal out George. Did not get him in trouble, but someone else did that day. It wasn't me. In fact, it was the collective school, not including me. It was like 4 or 5 kids in that classroom that ratted him out.
Wow.
And if I remember correctly, I think Esteban was one of those kids.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
what always crazy is like blows my mind is like, why the hell did you get in trouble? Like, yeah, so what? I saw a Pokemon movie. Like, my mom took me out of school. What are you gonna do, teacher?
That's true. That's true.
I don't
But
know,
he
I-
got he did standards or some stuff.
I know,
guess.
like I said, I can see teachers punishing, but you look back now,
Yeah.
and they're like, what the hell can she really do? It's like, my mom took me out. What are you gonna do? Call my mom and be like,
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
she's just gonna be like, don't tell me how to fucking raise
yeah,
my
exactly.
kid.
Yeah, don't get to raise my kid.
Yeah.
Do whatever
And
the hell
South
I
Park.
want.
Yeah, I wanted South Park over Zelda.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy too when I think back of that because I
Wow.
love the.
Alright.
I have the
Good.
Hyrulean
Was that
Triforce.
the snowball?
Yeah.
throwing one?
Yes, it
That
was.
was
epic.
And God, was it awful on the Unreal
bad.
Engine? Oh my God.
Oh, that's right.
fun.
That was
Yes,
like
it was
Unreal
fucking
1.
terrible.
That was fun.
Fucking design.
That design-
multiplayer, I have so many laughs on that.
The multiplayer,
No,
but-
okay, the multiplayer was fun. I'll admit with
But-
the Terrence and Phillip fart dolls.
But
Yeah.
the single player, you didn't even know what you were doing. I remember like level 1 was you spawn in a neighborhood and you just stand there and you're like, what do I
And
do?
there's a fog of war
Yeah,
because it
and there's
couldn't
a fog
handle.
of
I think
the-
it took me a year. I think it took me a year, like, of playing that game to finally progress through like the first turkey.
I
the
couldn't do it.
turkey
And
invasion.
then I run around and you just see turkeys and like, where am I supposed to go? And you throw in the snowballs. You don't even know what the hell's supposed to happen.
I had a blast with that game. I might be one of the only people out
I'll
there
have
that
to-
had the blast with that game.
I
played the
I'll
shit
go as far
out
as
of
to
that
say
game.
that it made me smile and I enjoyed it in some portions, especially the cutscenes.
I got
Because that was
Oh,
pretty
funny, yeah.
crazy for back in the day. But
I have the ROM of that.
Yeah.
I have the ROM of that. I'll try and remember to bring.
well, yeah, that's this week's freaking time. I don't know, speed run of
Yeah.
Speak Geek, guys. Oh, ow! Something crackled in my head. And Travis is gonna send you guys out because that's what Travis does.
Oh, our plugs. Yes. Follow us on Twitter at DeadFormatR. Like us on Facebook and comments. Like always, send us emails at the old-fashioned way, which is now becoming really old. Is at
Snail mail, basically.
deadformatreviews@gmail.com. Send us messages, like us, comment us, tell us whatever you would like to. Your
Tweet us.
deepest, darkest confessions. We are like a priest. Do whatever you would like, because we will be there for you, our children.
Our children.
Beautiful.
Dang.
Beautiful.
That's
man.
it.
Beautiful.
You're acting like it's dark. I'm not saying go to hell. Like like that South Park song from Bigger, Longer, Uncut. You're going to hell as
Yeah.
a tearing Kenny
We're
apart.
going to hell. Well, that's gonna do it for this week in video. I'm fucking in another place right now. That's gonna do it for this week's Speak Geek. You are.
I am George.
I'm Burnley.
I'm Travis.
And I'm Bane. Get out there and speak some geek.